All right. We have just escalated things, and we have just realized that, you know what? Florencio is a beautiful sewer mermaid. Boom. I think compliments him. They are a perfect match. So we've joined them together. That's right. We have merged them into a Zerg Archon. Up here at the top left-hand side of the map, it is Florencio and boom, the unholy union. And down here at the bottom right-hand side, they are versing 6 players, all controlling one. They have the Masters player Double Step, a regular moderator of my channel. He's going to be controlling the macro, and he says, I'm just going to do a build, and I will just do it and let the 5 of you decide what units you want to control, who does what. I am expecting some exceptional attention to detail from this team. I'm also expecting them to start fighting over units and getting confused over whose job what is. Down here at the bottom right, it is... I mean, the other one's the Unholy Union. This is the Unholy Orgy. 6 players controlling 1 Protoss. So I wonder, I'm not sure who has control of this. I'm not going to be talking about them as individuals. We're just going to be kind of looking at them as one many-armed conglomeration, because as you can see, we can't even see all the players' names, but there's a whole bunch in here, and we'll try to shout them out at the end of the game if we get a chance. But, they are sewer squatters. They're saying, you know what? Living in the sewers, strange things do evolve and try to take over your territory. Sometimes it's a 6-armed blob. It's a primordial slime with bloody 6 appendages sticking out of it that's trying to take over your territory. And as a sewer merman, as a bit of a boom bot, you gotta fight for that territory. So we can already see this probe getting over microed there to take damage for literally no reason. And this is a 1-base roach opening. Oh, it's gonna be burrow roaches. Oh my god. So she's just gonna give burrowed roaches to Flo. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Flo controlling them since she's better with Zerg macro. So yeah, it's just gonna be a rally of burrowed roaches. Now how does Double respond here? He is a Protoss main. He should be able to deal with this. Question is he expecting burrow or not? Like if you don't get enough units out, like a shield battery isn't gonna cut it. You need actual damage. Like you need non-stop unit production, preferably a cannon. I mean, you're up against a 1-base Zerg. He goes for a Stargate. A Void Ray could cut the mustard. If you can get it out in time. If you can get it out in time. No shield battery yet. You saw there was no expand. Are you not taking any safety precautions? What is he doing right now? He's scouting for proxies. He's not thinking about just roaches rallying across. He's like, it's got to be a proxy hatch. Oh no, he's told them to go scout. He's chrono boosting his stalker, but he's supply blocked right now. Dude, if he doesn't get a Void Ray out and that gets depowered, he just loses the game. They just lose right here, right now. Are we gonna get some savage sewer justice? Some savage sewer sodomy about to come in. That Void Ray hasn't even started. The roaches are here. Oh my god, Double Step. Just completely unprepared starts a Void Ray. You better start a pylon up there as well. That's gonna get depowered. The Stalker pops out on top of the roaches. The Adept's on the wrong side of the map. And he's attacking they're attacking the rocks in panic. Oh my god. The 6-player Archon here with 0 response to just a straight up handful of burrowed roaches. They're dead. Just like that. Get out. They're done. Sewer imitators squatting, hanging out. Oh, this is your excrement, is it? Florencio says no, get out of here. Oh, gotta focus the pylon. You gotta focus the pylon. Being a bit too conservative with the burrow roaches, the Void Ray is gonna get out. No. I can't believe that actually got repowered. Oh my god, it got repowered. Okay, you know what? It's not game over. I mean, it's still a bit of a pain, but it's definitely not game over. There are 3 hatcheries up behind this, but the Protoss is only down 2 workers. I really thought this was over, but letting the extra pylons get up, the roaches were too focused on staying alive and not focused enough on focusing on the pylons. Still a good opening, creating a bit of chaos and so on. There's going to be an Oracle out soon. Oh, I like this. They're all spreading out, which means the Oracle tag will only hit 1 unit at a time. Yeah, I think they're spread out enough. Look at this. And the roach is going to come in. It's going to try and snag a probe. Nice. And then just pops its head back down. And then this one can pop up and run south, potentially. Oh, popping up. Popping down, popping up. Ooh. So revelation on that roach, but it does die. So there's still 2 roaches in here right now. Hey, dickheads. Come and get me. Come and get me. Ha ha ha. Oh, look at the roach. And the other one's still over there. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're struggling to deal with this. Oh my god. The roaches are just popping up, popping down. This is the prairie roach build. You know, the way a prairie dog sticks his head up and down to peek out of the nest. An observer is out, and finally it's over, but not before 11 probes have gone down and a massive delay in everything that Protoss was doing. Behind this, Boom's macro on point. She's up to 42 drones. So she does gain a small economic lead out of this. However, here comes an Oracle. Let's see, did they give a player who knows how to micro the Oracle control? Runs away from 3 queens. Wise choice going into the main. Ooh, no queen in the main. Oh, but she's got burrow, so it can only kill 1, 2, and gets a 3rd drone just before it can burrow. It uses revelation to reveal them. Oh my god, that was a big brain play, but was running out of energy as the queens came back. Still gets a 4 kills though. Someone gets a void ray as well. This can be really annoying, dude. If you have nothing to micro but a void ray, you could pick off so many overlords without ever losing this. Where's that oracle? It's run away. So there's 2 oracles. The void ray's having a party right now. And finally, our 6-player Archon is actually starting to get some work done. I mean, these are all super heavy micro units. The Void Ray picking off overlords, Oracles looking to harass mineral lands. They should really use the Oracles separately. These Oracles are flying. Oh, they're trying to join them up because they want to do 2 Oracles together. I don't think that's a good idea. I think what you want to do is you want to use all 6 players to attack from multiple angles. And don't go, oh, for Creep Tumor? Really? A Creep Tumor? I don't know who's controlling this Oracle. Shame on you, second Oracle controller. This Void Ray, by the way, goes deep, sees the Spire. Oh, great scouting. No. Are you actually going to get a cancel on the Spire? No way. If they use Prismatic Alignment, that Spire's dead, dude. The Oracles are distracting. The Queens are running around. Boom and Flow are struggling to keep up with this. That Spire's going to die. It gets canceled. Oh my god. Whichever Chad got given control of this Void Ray is smashing. Look at it. It goes and hides in the space where it can regen. These Oracles, remember, there are players whose only job is to control these Oracles. Now that Revelation, I think killing some drones would have been a little better there. I mean, they're getting amazing scouting. It's hilarious. Just looking at how much vision they have. It's like playing against Alpha Star. They do see that there's another Spire on the way. Dude, I think they might be going for too many tech. Florencio and Boom are in a bit of a macro game. And you've got to remember that Emmy over here, Double Step, is a macro god. He's up to 53 probes. He's got a ton of gateways finishing. Yes, they're higher on workers, but not by much. And he will actually be able to turn that into a giant army. He's adding a lot of gateways. Blink. These Oracles aren't really finding any more damage. I feel like they're flying about a little bit aimlessly at this point. Like, what is... That Oracle flies in and gets itself killed. It did stasis trap a drone on the way to the 4th, which is kind of cute. Ooh, sneaky Zealot attack going to come in from the north. What do we got? 10 Hydras, 28 Zerglings. That's a pretty decent army. No Ling speed. This is bizarre. Oh, look at this. High ground stasis trap. Boom. Oh, does get a few of those workers. This Queen is going to push back the Void Ray. Ooh, you got to cancel Prismatic Alignment to get your movement speed back, buddy. No, don't go that way. You have one job. You have one job. Don't lose your one unit. Oh my god. What do you know? Stop running over creep. You're luring the Queen to your surprise attack. Don't do that. No. Oh man, they're taking a while to get the Zealots going. You can tell they're splitting it up into different units so that everyone has their own thing here, which is super friggin' cool, by the way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 4 Zergling drop coming in. It's 4 Slowlings in the main with Burrow as well, remember. The Protoss wants to be attacking Zealot Archon from there. There's a Prism, there's an Oracle. Zealot's forced to warp in at home, which means they're not being warped into the base where they want it to be. Zealot Archon comes in, is going to take out a couple of Queens, but that's a big wall of Hydras. Now, these Hydras don't have upgrades. These are what we call Nubalisks. Hydras without upgrades are not very effective. More Zealots coming in, and look at that, a Stasis just landed as well. Dude, this 6-armed Archon is doing so much right now to keep them busy. But another burrow defense. Oh my god, Boom and Flow are absolute gods at burrowing. This is so sick. The number of times they're saving workers through that is so cool. The Zealots coming in again. These Zealots running away from the Hydras. It's ring around the hatchery, pocket full of Zealots, but the Banelings do take those ones out. These Zealots, though, doing big damage. Boom's taking too much damage right now. Where is that Hydralisk army? They need some upgrades if they want to be able to do this. No Ling speed, no Hydra upgrades is making this way harder than it needs to be. And this multi-prong from our Protoss is out of control. Look, our 4th base is up now with cannons. Dude, the macro is overwhelming. The 6-armed Archon is just looking too powerful. I do like that move from Flo. He's going to piss on that base. He's going to come in with more Corruptors and start peeing on more buildings down here, trying to take down the bases. But I don't think without upgrades that Hydras can actually hang on. These Queens are going to go down, needs to transfuse. But the Hydras, uh-oh, now they're exposed. Only half of the Hydras are fighting. Where are the other units right now? On the other side of the map, he unzips his fly and does start to take a pee. And Florencio, with a very successful Nexus snipe, runs back to safety. On the other side, she does manage to defend. Boom defends at home. And these Zealots trickling in. She's going to take them all out. Nicely done. She's got a Baneling drop going across the map. The Corruptors still rearing around. Psystorm comes forward there. Doesn't do that much, though. And after that snipe on the 4th, I feel like they've got a little bit of important ground back in this game. Still no Ling speed and building 30 Zerglings. Boom, I get you're a giant troll, but that is literally the worst possible thing you could build. Is Florencio on the macro? I'm starting to think Florencio might be on the macro. She starts Ling speed. There we go. What is this? What are we looking at right now? Why are we watching slow Zerglings surround a High Templar on the Protoss side of the map at the 12-minute mark? Just why? What? Even how? What? How? Why? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, Corruptors are going to come in. Round 2 of unzipping his fly. Banelings drop on the base. Oh, a lot of the probes wounded, not many killed. Stalker's warping in. As long as that... Oh, shield battery overcharged to heal the Nexus. Storm misses. Another Storm misses. Oh my god, who is casting the Psy Storms? Ah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so air units have a little marker underneath them, guys. You don't aim for the graphic. You aim for the marker on the ground because you're looking at it from a sort of diagonal perspective. So I think one of the Gold League players who hasn't used Psystorm before was casting those storms because they maybe clipped like 1 Corruptor with those storms. It was like 3 storms to clip 1 Corruptor with like half a Psystorm. Incredible play. I do like the Zealot Observer Squad clearing up the creep. There is crazy creep on this map. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty big army, dude. A bunch of Stalkers, some Zealots, a bunch of Psystorm. These Zealots trying to clear up creep right now. The Zerglings come to fight this, but the Zealots are +2 Zealots here. Oh, the Banelings. The Banelings will do the job. Okay. The Zealots need to spread. Do a spready! Oh, that's not a spready. That's a clumpy. Clumpy, not good versus Banelings, but, you know, you do learn the hard way. Double Steps macro is still overpowering. The Lurkers are having to come forward here. I feel the tech is there for Boom and Florencio, but dude, this push is doing powerful damage. And their economy is just getting too bruised right now. The use of these storms, all these little multi-pronged maneuvers, the Zealots clearing up the map control, like this is incredible. You can see someone's fighting over the units here. People keep kind of grabbing control. You gotta be very careful to not select all army ever when you're in an Archon, or it does fuck stuff up. He warps in another army and says, somebody take an army. You could tell that's a signal on the minimap from the macro player. Double Step, the macro masters player there. He's like, hey, made an army. Someone take this. Meanwhile, we've got someone on the Zealot squad. Someone is just using that observer. Someone's using these guys. Someone's using those guys. This is super cool. But they're trying to go Sky Toss now. So more Stargates on the way. Boom needs to rebuild the economy. She's got 11 more workers on the way. Her natural, a little oversaturated. Main's a little under. Third's very under. Yeah, they need about 20 more workers if they want to catch up with this just overwhelming unit count from Protoss. And the fact is, dude, I'm realizing in Protoss vs. Zerg how much I would love to just be able to stare at every Zealot run by and every attack and micro the Psystorm. Oh, the Observer's going to go down. Observer goes down. 1 Lurker falls, but now there's no detection to kill the other Lurker. As long as they run the drones away, I think this is pretty decent. And look, they stack them up, so the Lurker Splash does big damage. These Hydras still don't have any upgrades. Oh my god, they're trying to just go Lurker upgrades. There's Boom. Boom, a fan of the unupgraded Hydralisk, one of the least cost-efficient units in all of StarCraft 2. It is literally up there with the Landed Viking as an all-round piece of shit. And yet Boom has been massing them. Oh, they cop a big Psystorm. And look at that, another attack on the other side. These lurkers can try to inch forward, but look at this. The observers are there. This is so hard. They're getting just picked apart. The 6-armed Archon is doing incredible. People in chat rightfully pointing out if there's 6 people, they should have 12 arms. You shut the hell up, Twitch chat. 6-armed Archon. Get out of here. I guess it does have 12 arms. Oh no, the Hydras are just getting stormed. They do take out all the High Templar, but that 4th base just got annihilated on drones. Trying to build a single swarm host, a single infester. She's trying to make the most micro-intensive fun units here to get back in this. But double steps macro and this Triad Storm Charge Lot Archon into carrier mothership composition. This is just way too try-hard. And you can really just see the level of virginity embodied in this 6-armed Archon. Honestly, there's just... You can tell. Like, I mean, just look at the way they're microing properly, dropping size storms, engaging in 4 places at once. I mean, this is just disgusting. Just disgusting. They not even making unupgraded Hydralisks all game? Sad. Fake Archon. Bad play. Only a technical victory. Psychologically, I think they lost. GG. All right. And you know what? The return of the Archon here. The 6-armed, 12-handed Archon. That's right. There's only 1 arm for each, but each one has 2 hands. Never mind the nonsense words coming out of my mouth, because this right here is 6 people controlling 1 Terran race. We have a Masters Protoss player doing the macro. Should be able to macro pretty well with nothing else to focus on. And the opponent up here in the top right, of course, it is none other than Florencio and Boom, the Unholy Union. Combining together this time as Protoss. And we're going to see exactly how they choose to play here. PVT should be a very different matchup. That last one, it really felt like a mixture of air harass coming in from all sides, combined with setting up for Zealot run-bys and Storm being microed in multiple areas. That was such an amazing setup from the Protoss. Set up from Double Step with his amazing macro. But really, we saw the power of things like Oracles and Void Rays and stuff. If you have a player dedicated to each unit, it is just insane. Ooh, sneaky. So a bit of a fake cannon rush coming down here. And that does kind of block the wall in a little bit as well. 3 SCVs get pulled off the line, but then he does pull back. He scouted that it was only gateway, no forge, so he should know that it's a fake. So he doesn't overreact. Well done. Our 6-armed Archon not freaking out just yet, but I like this. They were up in the corner actually with an SCV. Ooh, does take out the probe scout. Well done there. Now the orbital's a little late. It's forgotten the orbital is going to go for the command center. All right, there we go. Gets that orbital going just slightly late, but that's fine. Remember that this is probably Florencio macroing, and yeah, Florencio's supply blocked on 23 here. Pylon finishing a little late. It's going to start a Stalker. And are we going to see a quick expand? Doesn't look like any sneaky tech. You know, Florencio's been doing a lot of normie builds lately, where he just makes like a whole bunch of basic units. I like the Stargate. I think he is so good with the Stargate. You give Boom some Stargate units, she's going to excel. So I really like this change up. Bunker does go down on the low ground. The Zealot over here, but the Reaper, well, I'll tell you what, when you've got someone whose only job is to micro that Reaper, if it dies to a Zealot, they have really screwed up. I am talking monumental levels of shitbaggery. I am talking like, oh, the Speedy Zone Zealot. This is so sick. Boom's trying to use the Speedy Zone to catch them because they need to react faster than normal. Stalker's here, but oh, doesn't find the Reaper. I think just go across the map, run past the bunker, cause some chaos. There's only 1 Marine out right now. It's not even in the bunker. Get in the bunker. There's 6 of you. If you don't get in the bunker, what are you even doing? There's no wall off right now. Uh-oh. Stalker comes in. Command Center just finishes in time. That Stalker could run up and do some damage, but that Widowmine will come out and cause a bit of havoc. Meanwhile, Reaper up in the main base. Flo's struggling there. He's already lost 2 probes to this Reaper. Probes looking for us around Widowmine there, but look at that. Oh, Flo microing the probes. Boom, microing the Stalker. The Stalker going after that Widowmine as hard as it can. This Reaper, though, being microed to its heart's content. Another Stalker does come out. That Reaper, though, grabs a 4th kill and gets out of there. Well done, the 6-armed Archon. Doing well. The Widowmine looks like finally got the Stalker as well. That Reaper there just being micro to perfection. And Oracle's coming in though. And this was a big distraction. Now this is all about not flying the Oracle into the Widow Mines. It's about not flying the Widow Mine into the Oracles. Ooh, that's not quite hidden. It should be under the top of the refinery. The Oracle could just turn on its laser beam and kill that. Ooh, it cools down in 2 seconds. Not gonna get it. No, you gotta pull back. You gotta pull back. No, boom. Oh, she didn't know it was about to cool down. She thought she could kill it. The Widow Mine takes out the Oracle. A monumental blunder for Boom. Oh, if she didn't get hit by that, she could have killed that or just gone and killed a whole bunch. The Marines pop out and kill the Stalker. Oh, no. Boom. Oh no, Boom! Boom and Flow! They're so disorganized. They're fighting over the units right now. They aren't able to get their shit together. Oh my god, they gotta relax. They gotta calm down. They gotta get their shit going, mate. A Void Ray on the way now as well. There is not a lot of probes coming out. Terran is way ahead economically here. I mean, 6 people to control all this, so let's be real. Don't really have an excuse for missing a mule or anything like that, do you? The Oracle is going to come in from behind. Stalkers are poking the front. Okay, they're trying to distract. Oh, clever. Clever. And there we go. Oracle's going to come in from behind the natural. And oh, going for the stasis trap. No attack warning, just outside of range. Well done. That's a good little stasis trap there. The Viking gets hit a few times by these Stalkers. And there's going to be a Void Ray coming over to add to that harassment. Now, there's a Robo on the way. So I think our top side, Florencio and Boom, desperately needs to get up some, like, proper next step, right? Because you've got such a big economy for the Terran, if they can get up, like, 3 barracks, 4, 5 barracks, lots of bio, then they'll be in big trouble. Double Step says, uh-oh, my hotkeys are fucked. Blizzard! Do you need a pause? We can pause briefly if needed. It'd take too long, he says. Don't worry about it. Oh, no! Void Ray cancels the command center. Uh-oh. There is a cyclone there. Oh! Okay. We've got to... You've got to cancel that prismatic alignment when you're running away. That's something a lot of people aren't quick at. Hit that escape button. Oh, round 2 of the stasis trap. That Widow Mine, once again, just not in position. Oh my god. The stasis to end all stasis traps. Literally just destroys it. Uh-oh, Void Ray went in and got tagged by those Marines. Went down. You can see the Void Ray has fallen here. Third base is on the way for Protoss, and he's going to go for a Twilight and a Robo Bay. There's no big ground army just yet from Double Step. Double Step was ahead economically, but really doesn't have that many units, right? It's got now the Stim and Shields on the way, but both players have been harassing each other so much that, yeah. And a Cyclone, not going to be able to do that much. Just going to try and hide in the corner. Maybe look for a lock-on and then a pull-away. Oh, it survives. Boom's a bit too eager to get across the map, so that Cyclone survives for now. It is, of course, on 1 hit point, so it'll die to even a probe attacking it. And Colossus are now on the way. I wonder if we see Charge or Blink with this. The Stalkers are roaming around the map, and oh, I think they saw this. The Observer saw the drop moving out. Boom! Intercepts! Its boosters being used! Oh, but wait! She gets it! She gets it! Oh, a full medevac! And she recalls? Where's she? Why? What? Does she not think she killed it? I think maybe she thinks it got away. Oh, that's a weird one. That's got to be Florencio. I think he's given the macro controls to Boom. That was an addict, 100%. That wasn't a logical thought process. That was just an addict. That was just a guy who needs to inject some sweet recall into his veins. He was just like, oh, God. His eyes roll into the back of his head. He sinks back in his fucking chair. And you're like, okay, dude, that's kind of messed up. But okay, I'm not sure why we recalled there. But sure. All right. I don't know if that's the healthiest use of recall, but why not? Oh, nice. Stalker micro. She does her best Neve NCO impression. Those Marines do go down. Colossus are coming out. There's no Viagra upgrade though, so these Colossus are just gonna have to make it work with a half chub 7 range thermal lance rather than that big firm 9 range that they would prefer. It's always a little more preferable to have the 9 range in my opinion, but it does vary a little bit game to game. Oh, Colossus very good versus the Marines. The Phoenix is here as well. Yeah, Colossus says get out of here. Uh-oh. I should be able to get out. Unload those Marines, and Phoenix will have to back off. It stays a little longer, but it does have to fall back. I like this control. What is the siege tank doing? What is going on over? Is this a 4 Marine siege? Oh. What? 4 Marines in a siege. This is one of those things you think, oh, there must be a whole army there, right? Florencio and Boom are like, whoa, this is scary. And this might actually set up for a doom drop in the main. They're getting shelled by a siege tank. You assume there's a whole army behind that. It was a fake. Look at this. Sends a probe in front to tank the siege tank shot. It's like, wait, what? It was just one drop. Meanwhile, on the right, a drop goes in. Oh, it gets stasis. And the other drop, yeah, there's only like 8 Marines. There's a lot of medevacs. There's not that much bio with this. That medevac will go down. All right. Oh, High Templar down in the open. So Psystorm is now on the way, of course. And what have we got? 3rd Command Center is up. 4th Command Center is on the way. Remember that Double Step's just going to look to keep macroing and just looking to overwhelm. Those Marines come out of the stasis trap. They go for the High Templar. Oh, High Templar survives on 3 hit points. They're not done yet, though. Look at that. It's a Cyclone, 3 Marines in a siege tank. Potentially the most random attack we've ever seen in a StarCraft game. Literally ever. And it's going to get all cleaned up. That Cyclone somehow still alive from the early game. A single chat of a Marine gets in the back of the mineral. Inject your drugs, mate. You know you want to shoot faster. Come on, boy. Come on. Oh, tries to run it away. The Colossus is like, nah, roasty toasty Marine. Oh, the Marine's actually another drop in the main. The multitasking. It's all about the multitasking, this 6-legged Archon. And that's the thing, man. Florencio and Boom are struggling to play against 6 players at once. It felt like they were stabilizing, but I kind of feel they need to get like Phoenix zoning out one edge of the map, Cannon on the other edge of the map, that sort of thing. Because look at this, there's a 4th base floating over. They're growing bigger and bigger, and there's no constant probe production. You can see here that the ability to keep pace with so many players at once is definitely very difficult. The upgrades are getting out of control. It's going to be 2-2 versus 0-0. And as long as they just keep queuing drops across and microing them to perfection, it's going to be really hard for them to get their feet underneath them with just a pack of Blinkstalkers and Colossus. Now, I love this. Cannons in the main, realizing, look, we keep getting dropped. I think it would be better if they were down here so they could actually kill them before they unload. But that's going to be some good beginnings to the defense. And Stalkers finally catch a double drop. Oh, a little bit of ground needed here. And finally, a double drop cleaned up for free, but it's not over yet. A drop comes into the main. Those cannons, oh... Okay, they're going to finish just in time. All 3 cannons finish in the nick of time. And yeah, that Marauder dies instantly. Those Marines are going to go down. It's a recall, but it's not necessary right now. The cannons actually held on against this. Well played, though. Well played. A single Marine in the 3rd, running the probes away. They realize they can fight. They turn to just kill it. All this distraction, though. So it looks like Tempests is going to be the next step. I mean, having Psystorm and Colossus and Stalkers and carrier building, a single carrier, but no upgrades on the ground, that's the problem. So as this game gets to a certain size, it feels like we've got a bit too much Florencio macro, no Viagra, and no Forge upgrades up against 2-2 Terran, right? A random Ghost gets caught on the wrong side of the map. Cloak has not been upgraded yet. Look at that, another drop into the main, and there just is not enough map vision out for our Protoss team. This non-stop drop slot. It's not an onslaught, it's a drop slot. The Colossus in the open. Oh no, it goes down. The medevacs will fall here, and there are more Stalkers warping in, so good micro here. I mean, losing a Colossus and a cannon is not the end of the world. The Stalkers and the Phoenix should be able to deal with this, as those Phoenix pick up a few of these Marines. And well played, good defense. Once again, good scramble. A Widowmine, though, has run into this base. And you can see, man, just the level of non-stop aggression coming out of this Archon is insane. 6 players controlling 1 Terran. With this solid a macro base, it is getting out of control, dude. You need a cannon in each mineral line. There's just too many little pressures. Look at that. 4 Marines, it costs almost nothing. But if it catches you without like a cannon and a battery at a base, that could potentially do big damage. And look at this, again, another 4 Widowmine drop here. Are you going to drop on the Colossus? What is this? Seize the army. There's a Liberator as well. So many harassment units being used. I think they're going to have to gather up and deal with this, dude. That Widowmine firing again. This cannon should clean this one up. But, dude, there's just not enough observers and detection out. Charges on the way. There's still no forges. This game is going longer and longer. But But the Protoss is not getting stronger. The Terran is, dude. Look at the size of this macro machine. I think the only thing lacking is barracks count. There's like 7 barracks. Dude. Oh my god, still no cannon in this base. Still. Come on, put some cannons down. Wait, why did we just... Okay, saw a drop coming in, a recall in the main. But there's a Widow Mine drop on the left. Oh, the Stalkers are going to take it out, though. Look at that. Defends the natural and defends the main. There's still 3 Widow Mines up there. Phoenix are on top of it. Oh, can we stop those Widow Mines? Okay, the Widow Mines do hit the Phoenix, but they shouldn't be able to kill too much. Still no cannons in the main, though. That Widow Mine, oh, gets even more workers. There's a Liberator over here. Dude. Boom and Florencio are fighting their hearts out. 2 versus 6 right now in this Archon mode match. But the 6 are just getting too many ways in, right? It's like they've got too much map control. I think we're seeing just how important it is to push your opponent's vision back, to see what they're doing coming in ahead of time, and to have just a little bit of static defense if they're playing this heavy harassment. These cannons are just coming down way too late, way too short notice. They have 2-2, and I don't have hotkeys for spells, says Boo. Why do you not have Orchid? She only plays Zerg, I guess. So she's trying to click the ability. Oh, EMPs. A random carrier is here. Oh, we don't mind killing our Templar at the main. What an absolute shit show. Yeah, they've got 2-2, about to have 3-3. I think that's just too much bio there. Oh, there's no shield batteries. There's a lot of cannons, though. So you could always pull back to the cannons. The Colossus are adding some sick damage. Half the bio gets split off there. But there is no progression in the army for Florencio and Boom whatsoever here. And I think at a certain point, it is just... There are so many arms punching you in the face repeatedly. And there's only so many punches you can take. This is like the ability... I mean, I find Terran harassment so annoying normally. But having 6 people control it, this is a new level of unfair, dude. This is like they're trying to fight. This is like this is some Aaron Brockovich fucking PVT. This small 2 Protoss players trying to control 4 bases with no upgrades and no bank. And they're dealing with a giant corporation with an army of fucking dirty Liberator microing lawyers and medevacs. And they're trying to just cover this whole map, steal its resources. It's completely unfair. And they fought hard, they fought well. In this story, unfortunately, I think Aaron Brockovich literally gets just assassinated. Someone in the night rams her car off the road into a tree or something. Yeah, I think I don't see you stopping that. That is a 6 upgrade differential. Every Marauder can beat a Colossus 1v1 in this scenario. I'm not even kidding. One of those Marauders kicks the shit out of one of these 0-0 no Viagra Colossus. Oh my god, the power of 3-3. Holy crap. What a game. Hot diddly damn. Hot diddly damn. Oh my god. This is so ridiculous. GG's. Power overwhelming. Apparently 6 people controlling a Terran. A little bit unfair. Who knew? Who knew? Thank you everyone who supports us over there on the wall of bacon. Thank you everybody for the love, especially Maxan, Colonel SC, and Pimp City. Much love, everybody. We appreciate the love.